Okay, so let's get into it. Episode 7 of P Valley, Last Call for Alcohol. So, Clifford shows up to Patrice's uh, protest wearing a beret and thigh high boots for the citywide charter vote. Andre and Goddaddy, or Mayor Ruffin, and and Wayne agreed to the leasing of the Kyle Farms to the casino against $15,000 a month and 500 grand up front and 1% revenue of the casino's gross revenues. The Kyles were initially promised $6 million from Andre. Of course, Andre failed to deliver. The Kyles promised to elect a new mayor. Mayor Ruffin accuses Andre of reneging on the sale of the farm. Andre then questions the mayor's integrity. The mayor retorts that Chucalissa has an unemployment rate double that of the national average and a graduation rate less than 50%. Mayor Ruffin wanted the casino revenue to change that for the city. He then tells Andre, he says he walked 6 miles to a good school. He drank from a different water fountain. He says Andre's crown was bought and paid for by niggas like him. He's the one that paid for his tuition to Morehouse when his parents were unable to do so. Eloise then interrupts to show the protest on TV. Patrice is shown preaching against the casino and promoting her new church and to sign petitions. There's a woman bragging about being eaten out with her IUD in place. She's behind Mercedes. They're at the telex station. Mercedes sees a protest on TV. Corbin is shown beaten up in front of his house. Clifford pulls up. He tells Clifford the pink wasn't part of the deal. He won't get any action off the lease. He has no money to help Clifford pay the 55 grand that he owes in back taxes. Clifford then tells Corbin he has the tapes of him getting beaten dominatrix style at the pink. He tells Corbin to no longer come back to the club. Okay. And then Ms. Mississippi helps Murda with his stage fright. She makes him perform naked, and he has to strip himself naked on stage. On the music she tells him to strip himself naked during on the music side during the music. Okay, and then she teaches him visualization techniques. The sheriff then hands Clifford a notice that if any of the dancers are naked in the VIP, he'll be shut down. The pink goes on the auction block the following day. Autumn shows up, and the sheriff recognizes her from the missing persons report. Mercedes then confronts Clifford about her alliance with her mom. Clifford asks Mercedes to come back and dance one last time. Audrey then gives Mercedes $20,000 for her drop offs. Mercedes laments on missed goodbyes. Mayor Ruffin and Andre discover the ribbon cutting area was destroyed by protesters. Mayor Ruffin tells Andre after the pink acquisition he's done with him. Clifford then prays to Jesus. Pimp C's country shit is playing in the background. Synchronicity. Did we not just talk about Pimp C literally last week? Murda then takes Clifford to a car in the woods. The car has Christmas lights inside of it. Murda then gives Clifford a hand job. That night, Miss Mississippi's wrists are bruised, and she's having trouble grabbing her makeup. She can't grip it because her grip strength is pretty weak because her wrists are bruised up badly. Autumn then invites Andre to the club for one last dance. Diamond gives Ms. Mercedes a courage crystal. He hopes it will give her the courage to leave her current situation. They nearly share a kiss. Ms. Mississippi's white baby daddy Darren shows up. Diamond makes Andre sign a petition before he can enter the club. One of Murda's staff has an A&R from Atlanta lined up to see Murda perform that night. But then he sees Murda and Clifford coming back from the woods. Gidget then questions why Darren is there. Andre and Autumn go to the champagne room. He tells her not to leave Chuckalisa. His wife calls. She's in town. On his way out the door, he accidentally bumps into Montavious. Dun dun dun. Murder's homeboy confronts Murder and says he caught feelings and tells him he can't control how what the heart does. The heart wants what the heart wants. He says, but he can't control who knows his secret at the Pink, and he tells him his secret will not be the reason why they won't get this money. Okay. Andre and his wife then have sex. Mercedes runs into Montavious at the club. Montavious is at the club. He points to Autumn, and then they go to the Paradise Room. Murder is about to perform. Autumn reveals she shot Montavious. She says, I shot you. He says, not well enough. Where's my money, Haley? So all those telex drops, all those wire transfers, that was Montavious's money she was stealing from him, because after she shot him from running from him with her child, she thought he was dead. That's why she was calling, asking around, had they found the body of Montavious Ellis, or Montavious Hill. Montavious Hill. Wow. Okay. Now it's getting interesting. So we'll see how Autumn is able to finagle her way out of the situation. In the next episode, we're going to see Murder perform and pretty much launch his career. And then we'll see the following follow-up to see if they're able to raise enough money to pay off the back loans and taxes to save the Pink. Interesting. So that was episode 7, Last Call P Valley. You guys have a good night. Peace.